Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome back. We're gonna see what we can do. Okay, pretty self-explanatory. I've covered all the things with book paper, and I still have to do this. But I didn't want to extend the recording. It takes me quite a bit of time to get ready for it. So, all right. What I've done now is I've used this stamp to stamp on some of them, and now I'm using this stamp in brown. So I've stamped this one in black, and now I'm using this stamp in brown, just to sort of cover the pages. Okay, so there's still more of that to be done, but I sort of just want to get to the decorating bit so that I can go on to the next process. I bought myself a memory card, so hopefully I can now record until this is done. All right, what I've done here as well is I have stuck little pieces of fabric on here. So we will get to decorating this side as well. So I'm just on the inside right now. Sorry, I think I just bumped the phone that is recording. I was thinking of doing this as a closure, you know, on the envelopes, but it seems a little bit too big for me. And I don't have a smaller punch. So this is the smallest circle punch that I have. So I need to make a different plan there. Probably gonna do buttons maybe or something, but still have to come up with a plan for the closures. Okay. Right, so what I've done here is I've done the stamping bit now, and then I've taken napkin. The napkin looks like this. And I've just tore off this bit. I tore off these bits, so I've only got the housing, you know, the flower bit. I am aware of the trick to do these, to get these napkins loose, where you put the sticky tape on the one side, and but I don't actually like tearing up my back papers because I like to use them when I make faux paper. A little trick, it's not as good as the cellotape trick. One of these creases, now I know why people say don't do this on camera. It works every time except when you do it on camera. Anyway, I don't need this right now, so I'm going to give that a skip. All right, so I've got these little bits of flowers now. They're mostly black and white with little yellow butterflies. And I've decided against those other stickers. I'm only going to add butterfly stickers at the end. All right. So here I have a bit of wood glue mixed with water, and I'm just going to very quickly just sort of put something down and stick it to the envelope. I've got some other napkins, we call them serviettes. I've got some other napkins that I'm going to add to this as well. The stamping was just to create a background, and I'm going to tear that off because I don't want it going over the pocket. And let's just see which side's the right side. This side's the right side. I'm just going to attach that kind of right over that existing one now. It's really just to create a bit of background for the other ones that's also coming. This is actually the part of junk journaling that I struggle with a bit, is the decoration bit, because my stuff never looks like everybody else's stuff. But then I was listening to Susan Taylor Brown yesterday, and she said something that really got to me, you know, and she said, let everybody do them and then I will do me. And I think that's exactly, even if you look at the description on my channel, I've said that everybody does this differently. And there's no reason, you know, each take on something helps a little bit. Looks like I'm gonna have to do the sellotape trick. Each person has a different take on it, and there's no point in me or you doing it like everybody else, because I mean then you'd only need 1 or 2 junk journal channels to be able to follow it, and then all of us can do it in the exact same way. Again, no point in that, is there? I don't know if this has a second layer. It still seems a little bit thick. Let's just see what happens. Yeah, there's another layer. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm going to loosen this. And carefully tear this apart. This one seems to be really stuck. I love using this second layer, this one. Do you see that slight imprint? I like using this in making faux paper. It makes a great extra layer on the faux paper. Alright, so the idea now is I'm going to take this and sort of make that more of the feature there. So just going to tear that out. And there. Don't want to tear into it. Sorry, I might be off screen there. Not sure. I stuck masking tape in a... I checked where the camera is filming on the desk, and then I stuck masking tape around it. You might be able to see it, and you won't believe what a hard time I had today to try and put the camera in the exact same place. I'm actually recording on my phone, but to try and place the phone on the exact same spot as I did before is quite difficult. Alright, let's just see, that's still wet, so I must be careful there. Alright, I'm gonna go to, actually I'm gonna do it over the top there, and then just up to there. Okay, I'm just gonna tear that off. Alrighty, let's do that. I will just loosen that with a craft knife. Okay, let's stick that on there. People, you know, like when people make videos, then they say they are absolutely blown over by the crafting community and how nice they are, and yeah, man, you don't have a concept of exactly what it means until you sort of start a YouTube channel and you start experiencing it. Man, it's really awesome. The encouraging comments that I get on my videos, and people that are giving me advice on how to fix little things, and you know, it's just really, it's like there's like no jealousy in the community, you know what I mean? Like I've seen it on other channels where people have on other industries rather, where people have, you know, they're sort of nasty to somebody else that's in the same industry as if they see them as competition. And with this junk journaling community, it's just, you can't believe it. The people are really, really encouraging. I hope that that doesn't stick to that. No. Right, I see that is sort of lifting up, so I'm gonna try to, that probably wasn't the best idea. Okay, so don't do that, all right, people? Don't do what I did there. All right. I'll fix that later with a scourer or a nail file, you know, just scour off that bits. All right. You can't really see what's going to happen here until it's dry. It's quite difficult usually to see the whole thing until it is dry. But that's why I wanted to do that in the beginning of the video, so that we can hopefully get some sort of an idea of what it will look like. And then I'm obviously hoping to stick on, I've got these stamps that I want to try, like in strategic places. And then I would like to add butterfly stickers to this. My husband is suddenly, since I started a YouTube channel, he's now kind of taking my crafting seriously. Before it was like, it's an expenditure and the stuff that I buy, etc, etc. And now that I've started a YouTube channel, yesterday he saw some napkins at a shop, and he bought them for me. How nice is that? Right, I want a black flower now to add in here. Not this one, that's more gray, so I want that one. So I'm gonna add that one in there. There we go. Alright, so that's the general idea of what we're going to do with the decorating bits. Okay, I'm going to wait for that to dry, and then I'm going to put butterfly stickers on there. Right, I'm just now going to go on continuing doing this. I'm going to brown the edges. I'm going to put more of these stamps on. I've got a swirly, let me put this against the dark background, maybe you'll see it better, like a swirly stamp. And I've got these ones, these ones, and this. So then, and I've got a bit of a stamp that looks like bark, like tree bark. So I'm just going to play around with that. I'm going to create the script backgrounds, these ones, the ones that I showed you in the beginning, to just, you know, fill the pages. And then I'm going to, when I'm finished with this, put those other flower stamps and the squirrel stamp, etc. You know what, it would have been really nice? A mushroom stamp. But I don't have a mushroom stamp. But that would have been really cool. Alright, I just want to cut off here. Let's just see. Just want to... It's very close there. Oh, I've just touched that. And there. I think I'll be going over with it again, just to make sure it is stuck. And there, on this side. It's quite weird when you craft on camera, because you kind of have to make sure that whatever you're doing is on the screen. And you don't realize it, but a lot of times you go where the problem is. You don't necessarily, you know, aim for a screen to do it. So it's quite an interesting concept. I've been trying to make the time to film again. I have a setup where I this desk folds down from a cupboard that my husband had built for me. So I have a very, very small craft nook, if you want to call that. My house is really small. It's just sort of 8 meters by 5 meters. So it's very, very small, the whole house. And it's kind of on the idea if we don't have that in South Africa, but it's the idea of a tiny house, you know, and it's not optimally populated or furnished. So, you know, we don't have gadgets that turn into other gadgets, etc. So that makes it quite difficult in the sense of space-wise. So I have to, when I do this, there's nothing else that can happen in the house because I'm sort of sitting in the middle of the house using all the space. You can't get around the furniture. And I have to move everything out of the way to make space for this to happen. All right, I'm going to, where's my black ink? There's my black little ink pad. I'm just going to ink this one up a little bit. I like that swirly bits there. All right. I don't ink it too much because like there, I made a mistake and it was too dark, if you see that. So, and I don't ink it off on anything else. You see, I like that. Let's add that there. Oh, nice. It's really not about seeing what it is. It's just making the background a little bit busier than what it is already. This one is okay. This one seems okay. And this one seems okay. All right, I'm going to leave those alone. What I've done is I have taken an envelope, a long envelope like these ones, like this. All right, and I have cut off, I think that one goes there, and like a puzzle. Okay, so I cut that there, and then the next bit, that one goes to the top, and then I cut, so you see there, I cut that, then I cut it straight, and then I cut like that again. So that gave me four pockets. They're not closed yet because I need to see how big they need to be. So I was thinking I want to put one on here, but somehow, although it's the exact same envelope, it's just slightly too big. It's not going to be able to fold over. So what I'm going to do is just cut off a little bit. So let's stick this on first. It's sort of got a bit of a self stick. All right, let's cut that off. And then I want to stick it sort of where the paper stops, on there. So I'm going to cut off there and there. Okay, and then ink this up. Where is the dauber? Okay. I made some comments at the bottom of my videos with regards to how can people help me on this channel, and there's a few things, without actually sending me money, there's a few things that can be done, and I'm really blown away by people honestly doing it and trying to help. Obviously the first thing that you can do is you can like the video. That will show YouTube that people are engaging with, you know, that they like the content. It actually doesn't matter whether you press like or dislike. The result is the same for YouTube. It means people are engaging with the content. So you can press like or dislike. The further thing that you can do is you can make a comment at the end, or you know, on the comment section. That helps a lot for showing again that there's engagement on the video, so people are liking the content, or it's sparking controversy, etc. YouTube like it when people engage with the content that they're watching. Then the further thing that you can do is watch the video right through, which means that, so let's say this is a 20-minute video and people are only watching 3 minutes of it, then YouTube feels that you have not, I think I'm going to cut that there. Then YouTube feels that you are not keeping the people's attention. So it actually hurts a channel quite a bit when people are channel hopping, or if they're not watching the video until the end. Not necessarily right up to the end if there's nothing happening, but sort of watching a good bit of the video, you know. Sorry, my apologies. And then obviously subscribe to the channel. That is a biggie, to get notifications for future videos. That tells YouTube that people are liking the content and would like to view this, you know, this channel again. And then obviously sharing it on social media. Although I know with the junk journaling, the sharing thing is a bit odd, because most of the Facebook groups doesn't really want you to share content outside of their own group, you know. Right, so those two will go there. Next one, let's see. Oh, that's stuck down already. I'm thinking, how would that look? Would that look okay? Not sure. You see, but now they're all slanting that way, and I'm not sure if I like that. I'm thinking, but then I would need to cut it open there. Okay, let's do that. Where is my trimmer? Where's my trimmer? There's my trimmer. I'm scared to admit it, but I went and bought myself another paper trimmer. I like this guillotine trimmer quite a bit. And that other one I was struggling with. And this one wasn't too expensive. And you know, I have a YouTube channel now, so I need to make it professional. And a YouTube channel is wonderful for justifying purchases, people. Things that you wouldn't normally buy. But now that I have a YouTube channel, I kind of just have to have this. It's terrible. Shopping is a bad thing. I think that's probably the thing that's in the lockdown that's been worse for most people, you know. And because a part of junk journaling, or a part of